Right, let's look at clients. To go to clients, I would go to my main menu and click on the clients. This takes me through to the clients module. Now bear in mind, the clients module doesn't have to be just used for your clients. It can be used as a CRM because later we'll be linking clients to various learners. If you want to add a client, click on Add Client and start typing the client's name. And you notice as I do that, it gives you a unique reference number. That number will stay with this client right the way through their life in the database. If you've got your own client file number, you can add it in here. If you haven't, you don't have to. It's alphanumeric, so you can put in what you want. When it comes down to telephone numbers, fax numbers, cell numbers, click on this section there and just start typing the numbers. You don't have to worry about brackets or spaces or whatever. First name is self-explanatory. And on the email address, we can just type in all this information. Contact telephone number is the same. Street address, just alphanumerical stuff. If you make a mistake like that by pressing the caps key accidentally, all you do, space, take off the caps, and away you go. And again, backspace. And if you have a postal code, you can put it in there. Now the province has a drop-down menu just to make capturing easier. So I can click on here, find the province I want, and drop it in. If it isn't there, or anywhere else in the database where you see this drop-down, if you want to add details, all you do is double-click. It brings up the updated section. You add a record, type it in, and it will then be in the backlog. If it doesn't immediately appear on your drop-down, you can do one of two things. You can close the page and come back in, or you can hit your F9 key, which will refresh the page and you'll see the drop-down addition. Postal addresses, straightforward. Primary and secondary category. You can use this for a number of things. For instance, if you want to categorize your sales, primary category could be maybe the insurance industry. Secondary could be household, short-term. So when you look at your sales after a given period, you can see, right, where is my niche market and where are other markets that I can go for, I can attack. Other people use this primary and secondary category for things such as suppliers. Primary category could be computers, secondary could be hardware, software, paper, etc. For example, I'm going to go primary category and say government, and my secondary category would be non-profit. The region, because a lot of us now sell outside of the South African region, or the African regions as a whole, we can again add where we want to. If it's in Namibia, if it's not there, again, I can double click, add, put in a region, and away we go. On the side here, we have our close form, which takes you back to the main menu, add client, we saw just now, and delete client. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to copy on this page and show you something in a second. First of all, let me add a client and we'll call it Joe's. Now, if I've made a mistake and I want to delete Joe, all I do is click on delete client. But the database will check with me first. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes, I am. Goodbye, Joe. Now, if I'm going to add a new client, and I happen to add a client that's already in the system, once I've typed the name in, I go to the next line, it'll tell me the name entered for this company already exists. Okay? Do I want to enter a different name? I can say no if I've made a mistake, or yes if I do. And if I say yes, I can come in here and type in the new client, OK it, and it corrects the system for me. If I go back to the start, well, I've got some examples here. I'm going to go to AA Timberland. If I want to know, or somebody wants to know how many of their clients work or we dealt with or trained from AA Timberland, our client, I just find the client, click on there, go to Learners from Client, and it gives me a list of all the learners they've been working with at this time from that client. I'll talk about sales reports and employee post-training later on in the session. If you want to find a client, you can go to here, find client. It's the same as in with Word and with Excel. I type it in Barnet, so I'm just going to type Barney. I'm not too sure if it's Barney or Barney, so I'll say any part of the field, and I'm not too sure how it's been typed, so I won't say search field is formatted. I click on there, find next, and there's Barney's page. And that deals with the top section of the client details database. We'll look at additional contact sales, etc. in a moment.